Hey, yo, people. Give me just a second to get our timer up and going. Because my desktop is like, lady, you haven't been here in like 80 years, so I don't have to load for you. So I gotta get the timer set us up right here. Cool. Isn't welcome, Rowan. Glad you are here today. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Cool Gamer. Hi. CB will be joining us. She is just home for the summer and thus has to do thingy-ma-thingers. House responsibilities and drive her brother somewhere. But she will be joining us. Probably she'll be here during the first sprint. So, how has everybody been since last time I saw y'all? What was it like? The beginning of the month? Because I had to work. Well, I worked a convention that I was planning, and then I got the opportunity and stuff to work another convention very last minute, and so I went down to MomoCon, and then last week we had peoples come in so that we could go up to Gatlinburg for a writing retreat, which was very much fun. As it was like our first group retreat together, some learning experiences here and there, especially about eating out in groceries, but it's fine. Everyone had a blast. We ate lots of good food. And I don't think I tried any new food, but I enjoyed all the food I did eat. And now I'm growing concerned about my desktop because it's just frozen. What are you doing? I mean, I'm working on my laptop, so worst come to worst, we just won't have that. But I'm gonna force restart it, which I hate doing. Oh no, is it doing the thing? Don't do it. Okay, good. Every now and then, if I force restart it, it then stops connecting to the monitor. but it's connecting to the monitor, so. Yeah, definitely. We are very excited about a second one. We have not started planning it yet. I'm wondering if September might be better than June, but as CB's still in college, I don't know if that would be feasible. So we're just, we're going to give everybody a little bit of time to recoup from this one before we start planning the next one, though. But yeah, definitely, we're going to do another one. My dream is to one day organize a really big group writing thing for the community, but that would be more through the Storytellers Hearth one day than anything. So one day, that is my dream. I did achieve my goal. Well, originally my goal was going to be to draft chapters 7 through 9 while we were out on the retreat, but because of the conventions and everything, I had not finished my revisions for 5 and 6. So then my goal was just to finish revisions for 5 and 6 and take many new photos for thumbnails and stuff. And I achieved both those goals. So the retreat was great. Today, after, because I'm going to have to post that we are live and try to fix the desktop. But then after that, I get to start drafting chapter 7. So just the fox. How have I been betrayed? Who betrayed me? The desktop is like, we'll restart for you, but they're not restarting. I know, Richu. Yeah, read you. Partial betrayal. What was the partial betrayal? I don't know. Oh, maybe Fox has started listening and he'll catch up. Oh shit, it's sprint time. I must away.
Yoo-hoo. I don't even know. My sound's all the way down. Hi. No, I can't hear you. Are you muted? You are muted. Do you want me to unmute you?
I unmuted on the laptop, so I couldn't unmute on the desktop. But because I am drafting today, I unplugged my mouse from the laptop, and I had put my keyboard on top of the mouse pad. So I was like, And I need everyone to know that we were on a work timer for 45 minutes, right? And this little gal comes in at the last 2 minutes when I actually started typing. And now this is her.
I was watching because I sat down and I have been home for like 15 hours, which I was sleeping for most of that, but I was hanging out here for like an hour, like down here for like an hour and a half beforehand, before I went to sleep, like hanging out with my dad. And Storm barely paid attention to me. I sit down to stream, and you guys saw Storm was like crawling across my lap and like licking my hands and doing normal Storm things, and I'm like, girl. And then as soon as the sprint, when I should have been like getting set up, ended, she left. She no longer cares. Speaking,
how did everyone do that sprint? I had emotions.
Aw.
Well, okay. So first of all, I was like, all right, posted us everywhere, and then I'm like, I broke a little bit of a rule, and I went to harass regulars for their June availability.
Okay.
And which reminds me, did you put yours in?
No, but my availability is going to be like, haha, no.
Okay, that's fair. But because I need to get the June schedule to Fox, because y'all,
I'll do it right now.
It's been a time. But then this week, it's my shot week, which means my Emgality shot is wearing off, and we have a storm. And like 2 days ago, I fell asleep early and forgot to take my Esca, which is my emotional drug.
And so, I didn't take my meds last night. I fell asleep, but it's fine. I'll take some.
I'm having all the time, and it's raining, so I'm having all the time today. But I did get chapter 7 started. I wrote the first, because I spent like 5 minutes with chapter 7 open and then going, I don't know how to draft. I've never started a new chapter before. How do I transition? Past Sam was very kind, though. She's all like, have this, like, start with a transition paragraph. Here's all the things you need to mention in the transition paragraph. Maybe also these things. And I'm like, bless you righteous bitch. She's not righteous, but yeah. Rowan, oh wait, no. Also, thank you, Rowan, for joining my Ko-fi people.
Which means you get to join the Sam's realm and hang out with all of us.
Rowan already went in there.
Rowan has? Fuck.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, she's
so busy.
General chat.
Hey, oh, Tina, and welcome. Hey, Jim. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm goofing off at work. This is a good place to do that. Hey, Holly. Got out of work early, so I'm working on the first draft of my sequel. My goal is to finish it by the end of June, so these sprints are perfect. Awesome. Yes, if you have time every Wednesday and Thursday from 1 to 4 p.m. Central, which is 2 to 5 Eastern, I do more work-focused streams. So you're also welcome to come to my Monday ones from 7 to 10, but those are more socializing because I need adult contact.
Yeah, Storm popping up. For context, I don't know how much Sam said. I woke up at like 1:30 to my little brother being like, hey, can you drive me over to like our old house, because we're like, we have to clear out the garage so we can sell it. And my parents are paying him to do all of that heavy labor because he's 16 and
because he's young and fit.
And I was like, it's 1:30 in the afternoon, so he drives me over, or I'm like laying in bed, like, I have to drive him over. And then Sam calls me and is like, it's Wednesday. I don't know. What?
I was like, it's Wednesday, bish.
Yeah. And in my head, I got it immediately, but I probably a long pause. And so I was like, shit, because it's a 15-minute drive there and 15-minute drive back. Hence the super lateness. Plus, I had like just woken up, so I had to do my makeup and
Yeah, but it was my week, so it's okay.
put my head in the sink.
And so, just so everyone knows, that's like, it is extremely common for whichever one is hosting us WIP Wednesday to call the other and be like, it's Wednesday. And then we're like, ah, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, we trust the other one so much to be reliable, we ourselves forget to be responsible. Rowan got 300 words.
So it works.
Yeah, it does work. 300 words and some outlining, nothing crazy. Hey, that's good progress, though. I got a poem written for my homework, now to do some editing on it. Sweet.
Homework.
Hey, I look forward to seeing you there. I like when I enjoy both when new people pop up and when the same people pop up. Especially since the more I see you, the easier it is to remember what you're working on, and I like knowing people's projects. I am a nosy bitch.
Meanwhile, I'm just along for the ride because I can't remember jack shit.
You eventually remember. They've got to be like a regular for a couple years, I think. And then you remember them.
Or I actively went to school with someone like Rowan. Because if I hadn't gone to school with Rowan like shows up, no shade, actually a little bit of shade, rare enough that I wouldn't have remembered definitely who they were. Unless, well, I guess I had the same name in a script I was working on, so that raises the chances of remembering. But we also
I like how my regulars are, oops, wrong keyboard. My regulars are like, oh, the 24th. And I'm like, yeah, we're just going to have a party on the 24th. And it's June.
Are all of us only available on the 24th?
No, I was being a butt. But it will we might do the quarterly party on the 4th then. Because
24th.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I keep using the wrong keyboard. Yeah, I have everybody's availability now. And then after June, I'll have a whole list of people I can reach out to for guest assistants. If I do. I might not start having non-regular guests until August, though, just because my June and July are so busy. Holly did 530 words. Aw, yeah.
Noise. My June's super busy. I'm home for like so few days this month. For example, I got here at like 10:30, 11 last night, and I'm leaving at noon tomorrow. Taylor Swift! Hey! Which makes it worth it. Everything's worth it for Taylor.
Hey, do you want to stream with me at 8 a.m. Eastern on the 23rd?
Oh, for Storytellers Hearth?
Yes.
On the 23rd of this month?
Yep. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, I have my family vacation ending the 22nd, which I think that means we drive back the 22nd, so I should be good. That's why I didn't sign up to host.
For an 8 a.m. stream?
For the 8 a.m. stream.
Yeah. Okay, because Jess just gave me the sheet, and she's like, you can start collecting co-hosts now. And I'm like, okay, cool. So if anybody in chat would like to stream with me for the Storytellers Hearth, June 23rd, 8 a.m. Eastern, just let me know. I'll slide you in there.
I have 1 week this month that I'm home.
Is it this week? No, it's not this week.
No, it's the week I'm home. I'm home from the 23rd to the 29th, and that is the longest stretch I am home like all summer. It's fine. It's fun. It's fun.
Rowan said sounds fun.
But yes.
Rowan, don't you frequently join me for the Storytellers Hearth streams? It's the Storytellers Hearth. We're gonna do sprints. It's previously known as the Worldwide Write-a-thon. So,
but that's a bit of a mouthful.
We changed
and now Storytellers Hearth. Dagmar fits the. This is my really old dog. Hi, girl. Here, yeah.
Oh, so are you working on your WIP today?
Yes, I will as soon as the break ends. Hi, girl.
You're drafting right? No, you have to start early because you were here late.
I have to start early?
I was messing with you.
I don't think I'm making up the 45 minutes I missed in the next 3 minutes. Hi.
I mean, not if you keep loving your dog like that.
I mean, it's not my fault all the animals pop up every time I am thinking about working. Hi. You can't jump up. There's not enough room. I don't know why I was doing the jump up hands. Look how cute she is. Mwah.
Like, I'll jump. I'll do it.
Well, she'll like throw low key because her two back legs are basically busted. Hi.
Also, chat. What all are you working on? I know several of you said you were outlining or drafting.
Once I do start. Yeah, girl, go lay down.
What are you outlining? What are you drafting? I'm working on Save Her Soul, which I should, after I finish the first page, I will go and update the website because I'm going to try to update the website bars the first week of every month. It'll either be like the last couple days or the first couple days of a month. Either way, that week.
How in depth are your website bars? Because last time I looked at it, I thought it was just outlining, drafting, editing.
I added one. And no, there's outlining, drafting, critiquing, which you like each of my critique partners stands for a percentage of that bar.
Oh. I should do that. Well, I'm spending like 12 hours traveling tomorrow, at least. So maybe I'll
There's no rush on it yet. Although you did just get the second batch.
Yeah. I would have to start from the beginning again.
Nah, just start from chapter 6
not for
go
critiquing, but for reading.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Just read it in descending order.
Hi, Storm. Now Storm's coming back because she knows it's time for another sprint. It's actually hilarious how well she timed that. Girl.
These are my bars. So there's outlining and then drafting, alpha critique, and then critique, which the critique will be based on like me finishing adding in the critique work for everybody. And then I've got beta round 1 because I don't know how many there's going to be. And then professional edit, cover design, release.
I don't know how I'm going to, how next semester is going to work. If this is how clingy she is after I was gone for like 5 days, what happens when I'm gone for 3 months?
Hi. Where did the timer go?
Because wherever I move out, I get Storm. But baby, I have to work.
I'm gonna try to read this very quickly so we know what everybody's working on before we go into the next sprint. Rowan's working on a WIP and can't decide if it'll be a musical or a novel. You're in the outlining phase, right? So
and wrote 300 words.
Yeah.
What do you get 300 words?
I was just gonna say, so you still got a little bit more time, but then I'm like, I don't know how like a musical format translates with an outline. So I mean, friend's birthday today. It's a friend's birthday today, so I'm catching up on Aaron's post-writing retreat and wrapping his gifts. Fair enough. Working on book 2 of my vampire urban fantasy. Ooh. And Kelly might switch over to my fantasy whip for a bit now that the poem is written. I want to let it. Now that it is written, I want to let it settle for a bit, if that makes sense. Yeah. Let it settle, sink in.
I went to mute our timer at the same time you did. And it was like, you can't unmute guests if they chose to mute it themselves. And I was like, okay.
It took me a second to realize it was in the headphones and from my computer, and I was like, no bueno.
It was just a lot. Okay, writing time.
We're back.
I spent way too long attempting to fix the oh my god, this is so tall now. The indentation on my not my script, my document. Because it wasn't doing like the first line indent because Google Docs default doesn't do that. But typically it like adjusts very quickly when it realizes that you're tabbing in every single line. But my document is like an amalgamation of like 3 different documents, which is really confused right now. Control F. And so more options. Can I just delete all of these? Replace all.
Yes, Artemis.
Did it work? Please tell me it worked. It looks like it worked. Yay!
I got about half a page done, which is good. Well, like, first of all, my boss just got into the store, and now he's doing work things.
Yeah, he
and for those who don't know, CB is going to work her first convention with me and my boss at the beginning of July. We're going to Anime Expo. So for some good sales and stuff, come see us.
What's the
boss? Say again?
Can you text me the boss's name? Because I'm just putting him in my contacts as the boss man.
Oh, he's in my contacts as Ninja Boss. Has been for a long time. But his name is Stephen Lin. I'm sending it to you. And his company is Anime Pavilion. Just so you know. But yeah, so he's trying to arrange flights and stuff because Anime Expo is in LA, and he's the return flights are tricky because he called and he's like, I need to know what time you need to be home, because he's like, you leave, if I have you leave like late on Monday, you get there Tuesday morning. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Flying from Tennessee to LA, I gain 2 hours. Going the other way, not well enough. And you're worse off. You've got an extra hour.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
on Spirit.
I'm really happy that he's handling flights now.
Mm-hmm.
Because flights stress me out, guys. It's just so complicated. And my mom's handled the flight for our Taylor Swift trip. We're flying to Edinburgh. We're flying to Munich first. So, and then we're getting into Edinburgh at like 3 a.m. But I don't know what 3 a.m. that is. I don't know if that's our 3 a.m., their 3 a.m. I don't know.
It's 3 a.m. in the time zone you're flying to.
Yeah, but
it will always
flight things. I'm just looking at our calendar. So I'm like, I think it's 3 a.m. our time.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Okay.
I'm there for the ride. I'm there for the experience and to see Taylor Swift.
Okay. He just sent me my.
With my mom, I will hopefully feel comfortable enough to sleep on the flight, which I hadn't done because they've been so short. Oh, Candy, I don't know how I've done on my script.
My boss is so sweet though. He's like, leaving's hard. Philly is expensive. I'm like, yeah.
I can take the train up to New York, but the train's probably not cheap, but I can.
It's fine. Just work hard. And
I work so hard.
You're like, I'm going to become so good at this job this
I'm
weekend.
a good worker, I think.
I will mold you. Don't worry, because I recommended you.
I feel like I need a study guide to study up on like manga, to like know which manga to recommend and stuff.
You don't need a study guide. Just like,
please give it to me.
just talk to customers for a day or so, and like, let me tell you, I have learned so much about many of our products just talking to customers who are fans and who know what they are, and then I take this information and use it to sell things to other people. So, like, oh my gosh, I learned so much about Berserk. All right, CB.
269.
I got a text from Expedia that my flight was purchased, and then text from my boss buying now. I'm like, thank you, bought. But I am going to address chat. Wait. Let's go back up. I'm sorry, chat, that we got so behind. You can tell us about your teacher in a moment.
File called Grading Rubric Final WTF, like what the fuck, Charlie, which is my name, and I was like, wait, was that an accident? What is this?
Hey Nicole, or hey Nikki, welcome. Yeah, the Artemis and CB stream now. I don't know if you guys do this, but whenever somebody calls me, I have to like walk around if I know it's going to be a while. Like, I don't do that for Discord calls a lot of the time, but I do that for phone calls.
All right, I got a 90 on my scripts, which I'm a little bitter about, but it's fine. It's fine. I think it deserved higher than a 90. It's an 89 technically, but it rounds up to a 90.
All right. Candy's working on a children's book. Let me catch up with chat. Candy's working on Candy's working on a children's book written with illustrations by her mom before she passed on. Aw, that's really sweet.
It is.
Kelly got 210 words written. Rowan did 400 words and decided they're going to try writing it as a novel for now. That's fair. Candy wishes to know how your screenplay went. I'm going to star that. We're going to come back.
Okay.
Holly has been to Anime Expo once before. Loved it. I always go to Anime Central every year since it's my hometown. Huh? Oh, where is Anime Central? I may have worked that one. Holly got 665 words that time. Nice. Rowan, have to go to an interview now. Wish me luck. Good luck, Rowan.
Nail it.
Now, this is a perfect time for you to answer, Candy, so I can talk to boss.
Okay. I got an 89%. I got a 269 out of 300, which is an 89.6, which counts as a 90 in my book. But I am slightly bitter that I got a 5 out of 10 on the story/plot because, are there plot threads that remain unresolved? She said I could divide it into 2 parts. Of course it's not resolved. It's only part 1. But it's fine. I'm not bitter. I am bitter. This is me being bitter. She wrote -structure -full resolution ? Professor, you said I could. It's fine.
Is it though?
No. It's fine. It's okay.
I'm adding my flights into my calendar before I forgot.
She sent the entire her notes on the entire script, so I will hyperfixate on that later.
Yes, today hyperfixate on your dragon boys.
Mm-hmm. The boss just texted me as well, so.
Yes, I will take over then.
Okay.
Holly also wishes Rowan good luck. But I'm just putting this in, so let's see. I fly out. I'm not telling everyone when I fly out though, because I don't want anyone to, not that I actually think anybody would, but you never know. There's a lot of unsolved mysteries for a reason.
Damn.
What? I grew up on that stuff. Like, I didn't watch a lot of kid shows back when I was an actual child, but I watched a lot of unsolved mysteries. So there's that. Also, he sent me your flight. Did he send you his flight or your flight?
Yes, I'm now gonna have to check to see if the train runs that early, if I can get to the airport that early.
Okay. So, Anime Central Sun. ASIN, yes! Okay, that's what I thought. I was at ASIN this year and last year. I think it's going to become one of my regulars. Candy, I acknowledge your bitterness. Well, either ASIN or Momo, because as much as I would like to work both of them, they tend to be back to back. And after doing that this year, I shall never leave my children for that long again. Well, not until they're old enough to like not notice I'm gone. I got a text. So we took Cody to the airport on Monday and we came back from Nashville and I got a text from one of my children that said, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm in the front yard." And they were like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "Y'all didn't tell me you missed me while I was gone." But I see that there was much missing.
I sent you another text because he has typos and I don't know what they mean.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's see.
Oh, if you look up flights and you have times close to that, you can let him know and he'll like.
Okay. Okay, I can wait 3 minutes. So do this during the stream. Oh, what did I do during the sprint? I did stuff. I wrote a whole, along with the reformatting, I wrote a whole 62 words, which is fine.
Nice.
And I texted the boss, and I feel like I did something else, but it could have just been like staring off into space. That is very likely. Hi, Ash. Do you want to come on stream too?
I thought you were talking to somebody chat for a second. I was like, oh, we have someone named Ash in our chat, and then you started making noises, and I'm like,
that is cat noises. Here, come here. Look at these black cats that you can sit on, and you can blend in. Ash, come on, boy. You're almost on camera. Okay, I'm just picking you up. Whee! This is our black cat, Ash. He is baby. He's actually an old man. Him and Fireball both. He's tolerating this really well.
he is.
He is our cat that if you are, the laptop's raised, so it's throwing him off. But if you're reading or typing on a laptop while he wants pets, he will just lay on top of it. Like he is the priority. He is the boss man.
You know better, isn't that right? You know better.
Well, everyone else in the family like shoves him off, but I'm like, I'm never doing anything like serious enough that requires me to shove off the cat.
I think even if you were, you would not shove off the cat.
I would not.
I have seen your level of endurance for letting a cat just be in your way. It's impressive.
No, they're just living their lives, you know? Oh my god, your cat's name's Zuko? Like Prince Zuko? I know the name probably has context outside of Avatar, but no.
I was about to look that up. I was like, what's the name Zuko? Because sometimes that actually happens a lot of times when Western creators are making media inspired by other cultures. They just make up names instead of looking them up. So, could be.
Yes, Prince Zuko. My Prince Zuko. That's my Fire Lord. Anyway.
I think as long as it follows the naming conventions, it's fine to make up a name.
Okay.
But that's just my opinion. Don't take it as like things.
The end all.
Correct.
Right.
Multi-day. There we
go. I'm listening to Chapel Roan, so now I just have her in my head, which is not a bad thing to have in your head at all.
Oh shit. Laura's times scared the fuck out of me.
Oh.
She does that thunderstorm at the end of them. Alright, it's now time to work.
Okay, I'm gonna figure this thing out for the boss man.
Yeah, you do that.
Okay.
That is also a priority because it's work to make money for indie author things. The world must know that every time CB called me and my music had to be paused, Artemis just rebelled. She's just not having it.
Well, she was listening to that, so.
She was. She was like, see,
Right,
I think it's a list for my work in progress, but really it's Artemis' playlist.
Oh, I can't believe the stream's like almost done.
We'll just run some. We'll go do a work and chill.
In the server, yeah.
But also, I am almost done with the. Sorry, I'm just gonna take this moment. I'm almost done with the first page of my chapter 7, which,
Yay.
for those who've been here and for those who are new, I have been dealing with a lot of issues that I don't normally deal with when working on projects. And one of these at the moment is that my brain just went sleepy sleep.
That's one of the problems.
Yes.
But that's when you're used to.
Well, it's like because of whenever I get to work on it on certain days when like my anxiety and my brain fog are bad, I'm like I forget everything I've ever learned about writing, and but then like when I finally start, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I remember, I don't care, and then I like write, because there's like I did not experience this before, but now whenever I like go to start a new chapter or I go to write or revise specific things, I'll be like, I guess it may be, or it might be similar to imposter syndrome, where it's just like, oh my gosh, is this good? Do I actually have the skill to do this? Do I, and what that? But then I start and I'm like, oh wait, this is just a draft. That's what revisions are for. Like, I don't care. Like right now, I've got two paragraphs that are highlighted in yellow, and it starts with describe the cabin's atmosphere. And then I'm like warm, cozy, lots of places to cuddle, get lost in moments, blah, blah, blah. And like, that's literally so that when I go back and revise it, I'm like, okay, I know what atmosphere I want to do. Which revision Sam is going to call past Sam a bitch, but it's fine.
Yes.
And then like,
go ahead.
When I go to do the revisions and stuff, if I get into this mindset again, then I will, I'll start revising and I'm like, no, I can in fact do better. It's
I'm in a similar point, but I'm writing my secondary lead, like his chapters, because I already have a couple chapters of my like main character. But I've described this a bunch of times, but I realized that the book needed to be dual perspective. So I'm writing chapter 2, which is his first chapter, and I'm doing his dialogue for the first time, and I want how he speaks to be like the kind of the opposite of how I speak, or like how the rest of the character, like he's just very blunt and doesn't speak much like at all.
Yeah.
And so writing his dialogue is like weird, or it's very different from how I usually like write dialogue, or how I myself speak. And so I'm like having this like tense interaction is his first time speaking out loud on page, and I'm like trying to write it, and I'm like, okay, like what do I want to do? Like literally all I got writing done that sprint was a character going, am I supposed to believe that? And Jason is the character. Jason turned and began to leave. And then in like his dialogue, you believing it doesn't change the truth. That's the end of his dialogue. Then he thinks to himself and goes, the truth being he was eavesdropping. Like, so he will like make little like sarcastic comments and stuff to himself, and later he'll like say it to what will become his love interest, but not for like the beginning of the book. So he's just very like blunt and like not monotone, stoic kind of. I don't know the word for it because I'm blanking on it, but
like, are you going for one tone or lacking in emotion?
Lacking in emotion, seemingly, not actually, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Stoic? I want to say sardonic, but that is not it.
No.
My youngest speaks so sardonically, though. Like, I've never met the human personification of sardonic, but I birthed it.
I'm like, but you have created it.
I have.
So.
Kelly's black cat's name is Sir Knight. He's very codependent. My black cat is Freyr, and he is the guardian of the upstairs. If you desire to interact with him at all, that's the upstairs.
As Tina and I both experienced podium, us walking upstairs and just the cat head pokes out and like giving very
He
much
does. He's
watch of the night.
He's like, "What are you doing? This is my children's domain."
Literally, because he'd be sitting next to the children and just like over and over again. It's like, I've been here for days.
He is my cat. Holly wrote 571 words. That's 1766 this sprint, and the most I've written in one sitting for this draft. Awesome!
Yay.
I love that.
Very proud.
This makes me pleased. I did like 210 words, but as I said, I'm very happy because I'm almost done with the first page. And I also realized, looking at my outline, that this is the chapter that's going to have the really silly Moxie scene I have been looking forward to.
Nice.
For those, just everyone should know, I love romance of all genres and types. Doesn't matter. As long as people are falling in love, I am here for it. But yeah, this also means that I'm like super familiar with some romance tropes, and I really love a lot of them. One of my favorite romance tropes in like many, because it can really fit in almost any genre, is the "oh no, there's only one bed" trope. But I was like, I don't actually think it would make sense. So they get to this cabin, and like Moxie's the one who checks them in and stuff, right? And we're in Rochelle's point of view, so we don't get to hear the check-in or anything. And then when they go up to the room, Moxie's going to very dramatically be like, "Oh no, there's only one bed. There's two beds." But she's gonna say, "Oh no, there's only one bed. What should we do?" Rachelle's just gonna like this goofball.
Just for the meme.
I'm looking forward to it. I think I might have them end up pushing the beds together, but
and they're. Well, I didn't want to ask spoilers. I was like, are they already together in this point?
no.
Like,
well, they are not officially a thing, but there's like
okay.
There's been flirtations, and like because of some spoilery things, Rochelle doesn't yet know if she should be trusting Moxie, but I know Rochelle. Also, like if you listen to the way Fox describes the book, Rochelle is the ultimate evil. She is actually a succubus trying to seduce Moxie, and this has all been a great ploy. And I was like, damn, I wish that was my legitimate plot twist. Candy has reached the end of the storybook, but I still have to add some stuff at the end. Well, we've got one more sprint today.
15 more minutes.
Yeah, we call it the wrap-up sprint, where sometimes we actually use it to wrap up our progress for the day, and other times we use it as a transition sprint and then go do a work and chill in my server. Which, if you want to join us for those work and chills, you can do so at my Ko-fi down below. It's $1 a month. But yeah, because we unfortunately had to work on arrangements for our other job. Well, my other job that I'm pulling CB into.
Happily.
Yes, happily.
I would not suggest anybody do this job if they are not happily doing it, because it's not easy. There's a lot of physical labor, some emotional labor. You're like, I don't know. We're throwing her into trial by fire, taking her to the anime convention, her first one.
Just tell me what to do and I'll do it, but don't expect I'll know what to do if no one tells me how to do things.
apparently a lot of anime fans are hoping for a big JoJo announcement at this Anime Expo because this Anime Expo is the first day is July 4th.
Yeah.
And like Anime Expo is a huge convention. There's a lot of like the, official dubbing companies and publishing companies and stuff go there, and they have panels and booths and stuff.
Yeah.
And so they're hoping that there will be an announcement that Still Bull Run, which is part 8 of JoJo, they're hoping the announcement will be that the anime for that will finally start.
I hope so too, from the little bit I know about it.
Especially since it's like it's the super American one, and July 4th would be a great day to announce
that. Would be a great day to do it. Oh my god, yeah. That is hilarious.
Kelly managed to get 166 words done that sprint. Nice. I will also admit I don't know that because I know this information because Chris researches every convention I go to.
So yeah, I'm going to be researching the convention because this is another note. I've never been to an anime convention. I've been to one convention in my life, and I was like 10, and it was Gen Con, which is like the D&D convention. So this is I'm just along for the ride. Every piece of information shall be new information. So it's fine. It'll be fine.
I will say attending a convention as a con goer versus as a dealer are two drastically different experiences. I love when con attendees come up to me and they're like, "Hey, so do you know where this is?" And I'm like, "I have not left my corner in 4 days." I can tell you where the bathroom is.
I mean, that is very good information. And if I was searching for one thing and like the most pressing thing and I need to ask anyone, it would be where is the bathroom? Like, because I can take my time finding really anything else except the bathroom.
You gotta know where that is. Get there and back. Also, I just had Rochelle order a drink for Moxie, and I'm like, I need to see or make a note to retroactively go back and add in somewhere for Rochelle to be able to assume that Moxie would like this drink. So,
yeah, I don't even know what to do. I'm just trying to get to like the fun scene that's like next. Not that this scene isn't fun, but I just came up like a couple days ago, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever, recently with the next like little sequence. So I want to go do that. And that one is like more actiony, and this is a very action rather than dialogue based character. This guy speaks more with his actions than his words. So having scenes where he can do things is exciting rather than him like having to force out words, which he's not a word based dude. Yeah. Yeah. But I will probably work some more on this today. Because I can do other stuff. Like, I should. I'm only home for like a day. So I have to go do laundry and stuff like that. Little things. And finish planning my Taylor Swift outfit. I'm dressing up as the poet from Tortured Poets Department. And I have to make some.
I have no idea what that looks like, so you're gonna have to send me a picture.
It's literally I'm wearing like one of those Regency era flannel t-shirts and like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're okay. I see where we're going now.
Yeah. Does that match like really the vibes of the album? Somewhat. Does that match like?
It matches the reference, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Which again, if it's not an allusion to the Dead Poet Society, I don't know.
I'll be disappointed. I will be as disappointed as I was to discover that Bella's name was in fact not a reference to Bella Lugosi.
That the same level?
Yes.
Because
Because it's
as
so
far as
perfect.
I know, it's a reference to like her ex's group chat, which is very probably a Dead Poet Society reference.
Yes, which see, it doesn't have to be an allusion directly to it.
Through
But like,
layers. Okay.
yeah, I'm fine with the layers. All right, here we go. Our final sprint of the day.
Nah. To hang up on you.
Yeah, hang up on.
Sam and I were on a call backstage because we can't last more than 3 seconds without talking to each other.
We can't.
Woe is us.
Whoa, is that? I'm trying to find the itinerary number for you. But it does look like I would have to sign in. You should get like the information. I normally get the information like a couple days before. It'll be like, hey, so you want to pre-check in? And then I do.
But did he get my email or anything?
No, mine normally comes to me via my phone.
Oh, okay.
But also, you do have the you have the flight information. Tells you what plane you're going to be on. That's normally how I check in. Don't worry, I'll be there with you the whole way.
By flight number?
Yeah. Okay, so how did everyone do that final spread? I am now into page 2.
I don't
which
think I read
means
anything.
I will be going to update my website.
I put a period down because I apparently didn't put a period down last sprint.
You're stressing about trying to figure it out.
It's a little bundle of nerves.
It's okay. Has chat told us how they do? I am accidentally blocking chat as I try to look up my password.
Kelly got 94 words done that time. Noise. Okay, I need to stop looking at that. It's not helping.
Don't stress yourself out. It's fine.
It's fine. Let's see. Hi, Dagmar. I don't think I travel well.
At least you don't travel as really, I think it's just an experience. Like, you'll get a lot of experience this summer.
Yeah.
Be more confident in it. I know the first time I had to take like a shuttle from the airport to the convention center, I was like, I have to do what by myself?
Yeah, at least
I
for
don't
me,
care
like,
if I'm 30. I've never done that before.
I can just plug into my phone and it'll tell me where to go.
Yeah.
Kids these days.
You'll be all right. You got to Tennessee and back by yourself just fine.
I did. I've done that 3 times now.
Exactly. And we will land in the LA airport at the same time, and we will leave it around the same time. So
yeah,
I will be there to get you to the I don't know how we're getting to the convention hall yet. I'm gonna like message him the night before and be like, hey, how do I get there?
Riding the winds of Hollywood. That's how we're getting there.
Well, someone might pick us up because we land 2 hours before setup, but they might have to be in line for setup, so I don't know. There's things. I'm trying to remember how to log into my website builder so that I can go. I thought I just saved the password, but I did not. And I'm like, what do you mean? I have to figure out passwords. I'm in the advanced era of technology. Thank you.
Oh, where all your passwords are saved.
Yes.
Nice. It's supposed to start storming here within the next couple hours, and I can feel it.
Same. That was going to be my first question to you had you answered me the first time I called you this morning.
No, I slept from like midnight to like 1:30 or whatever. It was a deep sleep. I think I woke up a couple times.
I mean, you kind of needed it after yesterday.
How did I sleep? Oh, yeah. Yesterday was just...
No, yesterday was a travel day for CB. Her flight
Yeah.
got delayed, and then she had to like
Sprint.
Sprint.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the word. I was gonna say marathon. I'm like, that's not the word I
Nope.
want.
Sprint with all my luggage, and I was like trying to come up with backup trains and stuff like that, because the problem was like I would make it to the airport, but the airport's like an hour away via car, and it's like a 2-hour train ride. And so I was but no trains. The last train, or the last two trains, were 8:40 and then 11 something. And I'm like, then I would get home like past 1 a.m. and I'm like, no,
thank you.
I would just be hanging out in the airport from like, ugh. How's the bitterness holding up? What am I bitter about again? My test grade. Obviously I forgot about it because I have the memory of a goldfish.
No, because you were oh my god. Okay, so just so y'all know, I keep like, instead of typing things on the desktop, I'm typing them on my document because I have this, which I match, and I'm very pleased about that, in my lap. So I'm like trying to change the progress bar to 46%, and instead it said scanning the cafe 46, and I'm like,
not quite accurate.
Not quite what I wanted.
Okay, so I bought a kitten cat tower for Storm once I went to college because it was significantly cheaper and it still is a cat tower. And we also have like a 7-foot tall cat monstrosity over there. It actually looks very nice. But Storm is currently on the kitten cat tower by the window instead of the proper cat tower is by the other window.
The adult cat
but the kitten tower is like, she barely fits on the top of it, but it's hers because it's from college.
She's like,
but
this is mine. If I fits, I sits. Doesn't matter how barely.
Barely fits. Her like paws are on the table next to it, so she keeps balance. But I mean, like, you do you, girl. I did a drive-by pet of all the animals. Hi,
My
yes.
progress bars are updated.
Very nice.
I'm so pleased.
I have not looked at my website in a while.
I did it much faster than last time. Last time I spent an hour trying to figure out. I'm going on an adventure to try to remember how to even sign in to my website builder. Which was indeed an adventure.
I have all my stuff staged.
I remembered how to do it.
Yay!
I was about to be like, you stayed in that position for far longer than I expected you to.
What was... Oh, the cat.
Yeah.
Me?
I was
What
like,
this? Baby.
Only he was more sideways. She's just getting cozy. I think she'd stayed like that, but her butt like started sliding.
I was surprised how chill she was with me this time. Because like the first time I visited,
Getting more social in her old age.
Yeah, and then the second time she would like sniff me only when she was in your lap. And then this time she's totally loving on me, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I think part of the thing was she was mildly spooked by the children because Roxy wants to love things so aggressively. And
Yeah.
so she would literally go up to Artemis and just be like, because she wanted to freak Artemis the fuck out. But like now that Artemis and she like exist in the same room,
Mm-hmm.
like they cohabitate in the one room together. And it got to a point where Artemis would full on lay or cuddle with my youngest as long as she was asleep. If she was awake, she would still not go near her. But then, like, as my youngest has gotten older and has kind of figured out how to like reel it in a little bit,
Yeah.
they have become friends. And like, I don't know, that was like the point where Artemis goes, okay, if this human is fine, maybe other humans are also fine. So
We're actually
And
just
then-
all like the youngest.
my oldest is the cat whisperer. All of the cats love him. Like, Artemis harasses him the same way she harasses me. So
Nice.
I think it's funny because if like she's bugging me too much, I will call him in here and tell him he has to sit in a chair so that she'll go harass him instead.
I used to be the cat whisperer. Now I'm being neglected. Look, there are no cats on me right now. I don't know how I'm living.
It's because you were gone for so long.
I know, but my childhood cat has abandoned me for my brother's girlfriend.
Because you left.
I know, to college. How dare I go get an education?
And you took Storm with you instead.
Hey, I wanted to take Fireball, but my family didn't let me. They only let me take Storm because they didn't love her.
It's so sad.
That's a quote.
I know.
Everyone's like,
All
oh,
right.
she's so nice. And I'm like, I did that. That's because of me.
It's like I showed her the love and care she needed.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, I can't really say much because if the kids moved out and they wanted to take a cat with them, I was gonna throw Balder at them. But the way that like Freyr has attached to my oldest, I'm like, well, I can't keep them apart. Although he would need to take both Balder and Freyr because they are too bonded.
Mm.
All right. Well, we should get going.
Yeah. Alrighty. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks for joining us. I will be streaming my work shift tomorrow. Monday, I don't know who's going to be there yet. I'll have my schedule and everything posted
Not me.
by tomorrow. So, the first week of July, I'm not going to be streaming at all that week because I will be preparing for and then be in Las Vegas. Or no, Los Angeles. Thank you, Los Angeles. All right. But we'll catch y'all tomorrow or next week. Bye.